right, guys, let's get let's get started. So I'm gonna choose a random property. Normally I have two third-party websites, Zillow, Redfin. They're all the same. They all pull from the same info for the most part. Some have info in different states. Doesn't matter, just choose the one that works and has the data. So I normally open two of these. I use something called Investor Base. I'll show you guys how I use it. And then I either use an underwriting form that this helps me if I want to go more towards the investor route. So wholesale, if I want to wholesale or novation. And then I have a couple of tabs here in case I am looking fix and flip analyzer, rental cash flow, if I'm, trying to figure out which offer to accept, stuff like that. So for today, let's use this one for an investor. Let's choose a random property and let's hopefully I can underwrite it. Let's see. Let's choose a single family. Keep it simple. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Should have thought this through. This seems pretty simple. Let's do this one. So normally I get two of these, see what's going on. All right, let's see what we got here. 3 bedroom, 2 baths, 1,100 square feet, 10 days. What else we got? Solid condition. Okay. Forced air, so you've got HVAC here. What's the lot size? Small lot. Okay, single family, brick asphalt, built in 1946. Okay, so listed for sale in 2022 for 199. Contingent sold, so they just okay, so they're trying to get out of here. Okay, so I keep one the same to reference, and then I use this one to comp. So let me zoom in and get closer to that. Burning greenery. Okay, now let's start with sold. So got a lot. So I kind of create like a boundary here. So I'm gonna stay here and then filter down and see where I get. So let's go 30 days. What's happening? Not a lot of action. 90 days. Okay. Let's see what 6 months looks like. Okay. So let's stick to 6 months. I try not to go past 6 months. So now we got a lot here. I'll go high to low. So the highest price house in the last 6 months in this area was 365, 120. Okay. So that's my range. Something else I like to do is I have a prompt that I use. Or I mean, we'll use a free one for now. Let's just go with Chat. Yeah, let's go ChatGPT. Okay. Normally, prompt, which I will share with you guys. I'll put it on the bottom, but just a couple questions just to get some basic information on it. I'm gonna plug in the address. Where are you? Okay, here you go. Any information? No, well, you know what? Let's see what it gives me. So while it's playing that up, I'm gonna keep. Oh, that's it. All right, perfect. So okay, population. So 31,000 people. 31,000 people. What's the migration trend? Just trying to see if I'm going against the grain here. Okay, so it's increasing, not by much, but still increasing, which is important. Close to major city, I'm not worried about that. I'll leave that blank. Avatar buyer. So avatar buyer is where I use investor base for. So it kind of lets you know if there's investor action in the area. So I'm gonna go 10 miles in the last year. What does that action look like? Kind of helps you just draw a picture of who's the ideal person for this property. So this is a paid subscription, keep in mind. But the good thing is if I were to save it, let me go back. If I were to press skip and save, then it will skip trace these people so I can have their contacts. Not always accurate like most things, but I'll reach out to those people directly, see who's doing the most action in this area. So you got 107 flips, 62 landlord. That's a lot of investor action. What was it? 162? Where are you? 107.62, 107.62. 62 retail sales in the last month. Let's see where we end up with this. Retail sales in the last month over to so 214. That's a lot of action again. 214. Right, active price per square foot. 194. 194. And again, it doesn't have to be super accurate, just to give you a picture. Who do you think the most likely to flipper? Which that makes sense, right? So now you have investor base and ChatGPT both kind of saying the same thing, even though it's two different sources. So makes sense. It's probably a flipper. Okay, let's go here. What's the square feet on this? 1120. All right, 1120 square feet. Pictures, yes. All right, so now we go into this. Let me just plug in the address. Bear with me. Again, doing it from scratch. Boom. All right. Okay. And now let's go into comping. So let's figure out what the ARV. I like going ARV first. It's the easiest, to be honest. So now let's go back here and see what we got going. So we're looking at, this is a three. It's a 3.2. How much square feet? 1120. 3.2. Okay, let's see. Does this have a garage? No, wait. Man, why are you making this hard for me? Oh, sorry. Let's go to photos real quick. Okay, nice, very nice. Do you have a garage? Oh, finished basement. Good to know. No garage. Okay, good to know. No garage. Okay, so it's a 3.2, no garage. Don't need this anymore. Okay. 3.2. Let's see, are you in good shape? Finished basement as well. Okay. You have a garage though. 3.2. How long it took you to sell? Let's see. Similar yearbook. I think this one's like 1946. Yep. And this one's 1950. That's fine. How long did it take you to sell? Blah, blah, blah. Listed for sale now. Okay, so it took 2 months. That's pretty fast. So for now, until proven otherwise, I will use you as a comp. Okay. What else we got? Let's just keep looking for now. The house is bigger. More beds, more baths. Let's see. Is it renovated? 2-car garage. Good shape. Very nice house. I don't love the they with the kitchen, but I get it. So that, yeah, you can tell why this is like the top of the top. So that makes sense, right? So that's another thing too. I'm kind of creating a story to myself to make sure this lines up. If something doesn't line up, then I miss something. So this one, okay, nice house, small kitchen, but okay. It's the basement. Basement is finished, so that's a constant here. That's not like a luxury. Everyone has it, okay. But this one also has a garage. I wonder if as we go down, it's gonna be. So I plug these in, and I'll even put in like an ARV. I don't even know the condition of ours yet. Let me see. I looked at okay. So it's an okay shape. Maybe white kitchen cabinets, open concept, blah blah. No, it is open concept. It's just the kitchen cabinets aren't great. Okay. So now we're here. All right, let's just keep looking. So this is a 3.2. Nice. Okay, nice finishes. Okay, is it a finished basement? Kind of. Okay, finished basement. They left the ceiling. That's fine. It is finished. It's usable space. I don't see it highlighting a garage. So for 274, similar. Okay, how long did you take to sell? Probably went pretty fast, right? Yeah, you did. Okay, 274. Okay, this is a little older comp, but again, let me just plug it in. I'll delete them as we get better with the comping. I just want to see. Okay, 250. Now we're getting a little lower. Okay, you could tell homeowners renovated this. Oh, this property is Okay, so this might be the comp. This is on the same street, probably the same exact house. This over 250. Okay, this over 250, probably the same builder. How long did you take? Sold pretty fast. Okay, so it looks like 250 is actually the number, right? Again, I'm just playing prove me right, prove me wrong. So I'm going to remove you, sir, because this one, I'm probably going to remove you because those two had garages, right? So we're trying to get as close as we can to the target property. Let's keep looking. 3-2. There's a 2-3. Not really the house. This looks like maybe this one. I'll keep looking. Let's see this one. Okay, see, older kitchen. It would be comparable, but it's an older kitchen. Nice house. No, oh, it has a garage in the back, but needs renovation. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm pretty sure that like our house is going to be somewhere in the mid 200s, give or take. Under, it's probably going to be under 250. I'm going to say. Okay, let's see the kitchen here. Kitchen's kind of renovated. A slightly bigger finished basement. You could tell it's like a 2010 renovation. Looks like a finished, yeah, finished basement with a garage. Okay. Does ours have a garage? Am I missing it? Do you have a garage? There's a garage right there. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay. So now you're in the mid 200s. That's probably where you're going to be. Let's see, why you, okay, so why is this one? I'm assuming the kitchen isn't up to date. That makes sense. 240. So you see, I have a pretty good picture that it makes sense. Let me see. Now I always do like a quality check. Like, is there a comp that's sold for way less that's comparable? Or does that not? Okay, let's see this one. This makes sense, right? Older house, lower than that 250 mark. Again, probably older house. Don't prove me wrong. Oh, one less bath. Okay. Tight kitchen. Okay, that makes sense. Looking at this house, two-car garage. Okay. 950. Da 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 da. It's probably a nicer kitchen. Makes sense. All right, so if I want to get offers fast on the one that we're looking at, I'm probably listening like at 240 or even 235 and just drive it up. Let me see what's out there for sale. See what you're competing with. You're not competing with much, which is great. Let me zoom out a little bit. What are you competing with? You were to go in that. So okay. Yeah. So this is again, I would have gone lower, but you can't knock it. It probably will sell for somewhere in the mid 200s to see what you're dealing with. You only got one bathroom, sir. Kinda. If you, it's hard to tell because you only have one bath, finished basement. Yeah, I mean 225, but again, you got a lot of. It's just hard to. People rather pay that 235, 240, and have an extra bath. So that makes sense. It's price cut. You're not just not competitive. There's a market full of two baths. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. So renovation, I mean, there's no real renovation. If you wanted to like put the kitchen white and stuff, I would say maybe what 25,000 you want to spend. With the repair value, yeah, maybe 260. I think as is, you probably want to go like 240. Confidence on the ARV, I'm pretty confident as is, pretty confident as well. So these are the final numbers, guys. This is kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah, yeah, right on par, 15 minutes. I don't know how long it takes me. See you guys next video.